it's Colado. Been a minute. You guys are gonna see the glare from my laptop, but that's fine. It's fine. It is currently almost midnight, and I'm just wrapping up my my homework. I already finished the exam, but I want to write down the exam questions for like future use, for like in case I need it for midterm and stuff like that or whatever. And just because I know some of the stuff is going to pop back up in like another lesson, and I kind of want to just be like, all right, I know that. Like, yeah, I took a break from this because I was just doing lecture videos. It's like each lecture video is like an hour and 30 minutes, and I had to watch like 4 lecture videos. I usually just speed it up, but like taking the notes was like a little more time consuming. But I took took a break to Rush because it is Rush week, but I only did sign up for one. Well, I didn't really sign up. They kind of reached out to me and were like, hey, would you be interested in attending like our Rush week thing? And I was like, yeah, sure, because truthfully I've been wanting to rush since freshman year, but of course, you know, COVID happened, and that, you know, that kind of put a stop to that. And currently I am still not going back to college anytime soon, or university, whatever. Oh, I'm doing exercise. Sorry, my hermit crab is doing exercise right there in the little hamster wheel thing. I need to get them a bigger ones. Like they've gotten a little bigger, so like the hamster wheel is kind of small now. So yeah, anyways. Like I was saying, I haven't really had the whole college experience, even though like some of like our campus is now like back in person, but at least for a majority of my classes, like for example, all of my classes that I signed up for were all on Zoom except for one, but there was really no point in me taking that in-person class because I mean, it's just one class, and I don't want to have to go through the process of getting an apartment just for that one class. You know, I was like, I'll just take that class another semester, which is fine. And I signed up for another class, but there's really no point in that. And I was thinking about like that Rush thing, and I was like, well, I kind of missed all the deadlines for the other sororities, and I was like I've always wanted to do the Rush thing, but it's just not the same when it's over Zoom. So I think I'm just not gonna show up for the other ones. I'm gonna tell them that, you know, I don't really think it would be the best idea to do Rush, particularly this semester for me, because I'm really not even gonna be on campus. Like, I'm being completely honest with you guys. I have not visited campus once. Like, I never did the tour beforehand, nothing. Because COVID happened, and like, when I picked this university, it was kind of the, you know, the luck of the draw. Well, I don't think I've told you guys how I picked my university. So I applied to all these colleges, Ivy Leagues, Prestige, you know all those fancy private schools, and just UCs and UCs like University of California, Cal States, you know. These are like California terms, but you can look those up if you're really interested. I applied to everything. I got into literally every school that I applied to, like even the Ivy Leagues and Prestigious. I was like, dang, like, and my grades were not that like amazing. Like, they were good, but they weren't like Ivy League good, you know. I was like, just gotta level out the playing field. And the only one that didn't accept me, I got waitlisted at Long Beach, which was actually the one that I was like wanting to go to, but I'm glad that I didn't end up going, because I was like looking back and I was like, oh, I'm so glad I never ended up picking that one. So that one didn't get in the jar, but I put all the places that accepted me into like a cup, and I shook it up, and then I picked one out, and I was like, whichever one I get, I'll go to that one. And yeah, CSUN ended up being the lucky one, so I picked that one, and I was like, okay, cool. And yeah, that's how I picked mine, and I never visited campus or anything. So by the time I go back, I'll be lost and have no idea where anything is. So yeah, that's awesome. But I decided not to do Rush Week anymore because, like I said, I missed a lot of the deadlines for some of them, and it's not really the full experience when everything's on Zoom. But hopefully when I actually go back, I'm thinking maybe hopefully we're going back in spring, because a lot of the like cases are kind of like I don't know, I don't really know, but I feel like I think it's time for us to go back in person. And I know that like there's a percentage that already has it, and then they're just asking for like either regular COVID test exams, or you know, if you have a vaccination and you're good. But that's kind of cool that my university gives the option of, like, I'm fully vaxxed or whatever, but I think it's nice that they give the option, like, you don't have to be vaccinated, which, I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be vaccinated, because I would prefer if people were vaccinated. It would feel a lot safer, but obviously people have different beliefs and, you know, all that stuff, so I don't want to, like, you know. Let me rephrase that. You have to be fully vaccinated, however, they give you the option to have an exemption for religious reasons or whatever, but otherwise you do have to be fully vaxxed. Just a heads up. I kind of prefer Zoom, even though it's not the college experience that I wanted, because I know it's a lot safer to do Zoom than to be in person. However, I would love to go back to actually being in person and for class. I think it'll definitely be kind of weird going in person whenever I do end up going, because like normally I just have social anxiety, and I still, like, it's hard for me to just like interact with people in general. So going back in person after being away from so much social interaction is gonna be like very jarring for me. So yeah, that's gonna be a change, but hopefully, like I said, I do want to rush eventually, but I need to like figure out what I want to do. I know, I'm pretty sure they do Rush in spring, but I don't know if I want to do it in spring. I feel like maybe fall would be a good time to do that. So yeah, I think I'll probably do it in the fall, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. I don't know, I just feel like that'll be a great way to socialize. I have no idea. I just really like the whole sisterhood idea of it, and like how you kind of have like this family sort of like connection, you know, when you guys find certain things in common, you get to meet new people that you probably would have never met, which I think is pretty cool, you know. And I'm sorry, it's my friend Natalie. We go to the gym in the morning, but when we go early, she has a habit of not waking up. But me too, because I've just fallen straight asleep. I just like slept through my alarms. Like I was just like, this is not it. I do want to have that like experience, and it's just like an American thing. I don't know if people from like Europe are watching, but sorority stuff is like, sororities, fraternities, it's like an American tradition thing. I would love to learn more about it, but you know, right now I just thought, you know what, I'm not gonna do the Rush thing this semester, because there's no point. If I'm not even gonna be on campus, there's absolutely no point in doing it. It's just a waste of money, and a waste of people's time because I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to fully participate in the event, so I'm like, there's no point in me doing it. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing it. So hopefully I'll be doing it in the fall of next year if, you know, we actually go back to in-person, which I have a feeling we probably are going to be going back in person for sure, like by fall of next year. I have a feeling though we probably will be going back in spring, so that, yeah, I will need to find an apartment, guys. That's gonna be crazy. I would get one with the school, but I feel like I don't want to deal with that. I just want to have my own place. So hopefully we'll be doing that. Oh, it's gonna be so exciting being able to decorate my own place. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't even know what I'm gonna decorate at first. I have a couple ideas, but I don't know. I don't know which one's gonna be the most practical one. I have a feeling I'm gonna like this simple minimalism, very organized vibe, because then it'll just be easier. Because I've had the very vintage, messed up kind of organized mess thing lately, and well, I've had it for a while and I don't really think it works for me. When I'm more organized, it works. My life is so much better. So yeah, stay tuned for that. What else am I gonna update you on? Guys, I've lost weight. Like, hold on a second. Like, that is crazy to me because I was honestly like crying about it the other day, and like probably like 2 weeks ago, about how, you know, it was kind of personal, but like I never get asked like out, I never talk to guys because people just don't talk to me, but also like I'm not a very social person. Makes sense. However, I see that like whenever like I go to the gym with my friend Natalie, like guys are always hitting her up like, hey, like, can I get your number? Which, I mean, she has a boyfriend, so whatever, but like it kind of discourages me when I see things like that. I'm like, oh, nice. She's pretty, of course. It's not like resentment, but like I was just like, why can't that be me? And I was like, I always had like the mindset of like I need to do it for other people. Like when I was going to the gym, like prior to like 3 weeks ago, I was just like, I'm going to the gym for other people. I'm trying to change for other people. I'm trying to make this perfect image for other people. But when I started to like be like, why? Like, however you look is absolutely gorgeous. The way that I am right now is perfect. It's amazing. Like, I've changed my mindset of being like, oh, I look so ugly, to being like, no, you're hot. Like, you look amazing. And you know what? It's okay to want to change the way that you look, the way that you feel, you know? It's completely okay. There's nothing wrong with it. However, you shouldn't have the mindset of changing for other people. And that was what I was stuck on for so long. And it made me realize, you know, I'm doing it for other people and I'm not doing it for myself. So when I changed that mindset of I'm doing it for myself and not for other people, the results are amazing. Like, probably some of the best results I've had. And just, you know, kind of dealing with what's the real problem here. And I kind of just delved deeper into that part of me. Was like, okay, you need to change your mindset of being like, I'm doing this for other people, and do it for yourself. You gotta have that self-love, which is such a difficult thing to do. It's not like an overnight thing, and it took me months to realize this, like, honestly. And something else that I realized that has like made me lose weight a lot is I would suppress my hunger a lot. Like, I would only eat when I was like starving, like, and that's terrible. Like, and I would, like, for example, I would skip breakfast or I would skip lunch, and then I'd be so hungry, and then I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I need to eat like everything. But no, I don't do that anymore. I have learned, it's taken me months. It's honestly taken me years for that, to start realizing that, and I'm still learning. But I'm eating more regularly at the times that I'm supposed to. I'm having, balanced snacks in between, meals, and I'm not eating as much as I normally would during my meals, which has definitely also contributed to my, weight loss journey. And I'm not saying that, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm skinny, like, like, I'm perfect, but I am perfect. I'm not perfect, but, like, my mindset needs to be like, you're amazing, like, you're good where you're at, but, like, obviously, I want to be a little better, but there's, like, I'm doing amazing. You're doing great, sweetie, That's something that I really wanted to share with people, because it is not an easy thing to do. Sorry, I'm, like, still writing, like... And just realizing that has been... It's been so amazing. Just my weight loss journey is just something that, like, I've just now started to realize, because I'm like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, like, I have made some changes, or like, I try on like some jeans that were fitting a little tight like last month, and now they fit. Like, it's just simple things that I've realized. Like, I'm like, I don't really feel like that starving sensation where I need to eat everything that I come into contact with when I'm hungry. It's more of like, okay, cool, like, I'm not like super hungry, like, I'm not starving, but I'm like, hungry. Like, I know I eat a balanced breakfast, I have snacks, I have my protein, I have my correct lunch time, I have a little snack in between and stuff, but I'm really doing a lot better. And I think, it was not something that I'd talked about to people. I kind of just started realizing this these last couple of months, and I've talked to Natalie about this, and she's like, like, it's obviously like a struggle and it's not easy, but I think it's really, we were talking about this and we're like, I think it's really good that you've acknowledged what the problem is, and you're gonna start seeing results once you start implementing, not like this new diet, but like a better meal plan, I guess, like actually eating correctly and having the correct sustenance. Like, I don't eat just whatever anymore. I do try to, like, be like, oh, that's probably not the best for me, but if I do want something, I'm not gonna restrain myself from not eating it. So that's really nice that I've learned that. And yeah, hopefully it sticks around and it helps me. I'm not, developing any eating disorders anymore, because it really was an eating disorder in a way. So yeah, that's great. And a lot of people didn't believe what was going on, so when I told Natalie about it, it was really reassuring to be like told, like, hey, like, it's okay, it's normal to like have these doubts and like feel the way that I do with my body and stuff. So that's nice. And yeah, I think that's all I have to update with you guys. I kind of like these just like sit down, talk with me moment type vlogs. It's really nice. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna go to the gym really early in the morning. Gotta wake up like at 5 a.m. and it's midnight. Probably go to sleep like at 1, get like 4 hours sleep. However, tomorrow's Tuesday, so that means that I don't have any class, but I do have homework to do. So yeah, I'll catch up with y'all, I don't know, whenever. Oh guys, I'm editing some of these videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I have a couple edited videos and I'm like, these are good, Oh, it's so funny. I'm hesitant to post one of them, but I'm like, I don't care. It might be drama, but at this point, I don't care. This person has hurt me enough, and I'm like, you know what? This is This is not even that bad. Like, okay. You guys are not ready for that one. I go a little bit off. I go off on a rant with that one, but whew, it's, you guys will see. You guys will see eventually. Okay. Remember, stay hydrated. I love you. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your weekend, great rest of your night, great rest of your day, great rest of your morning. Whatever time it may be, have a great day. Woo.